Nick Hilkins outside the London Stadium, West Ham Fan TV. Marshy, disappointing really.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think a draw was probably a fair result in the end. I think a fair reflection. I think us first half, them second. We just never learn how to play against them, do we? They come, they're very solid. I think Viera's done the homework, hasn't he? From the Leicester game, which was a great result. Hoping we could follow it up with this. And when you're 2-1 up and then you concede like we do, from the kick-off was not ideal, but that's something and nothing that we do.
Did you feel we was going to win the game today?
Not really. No, not really. I think that a lot of that is bonus to Palace, isn't it? I think Viera set them up well.
Solid, isn't they?
Yeah, they're very solid, but we can never work it out, can we, with them at home? They're a very tough side. They come and they grit it out. You could tell they were coming for a point. Even when they were, even at 2-2, they could have kicked on. And they probably could have won it at the end as well, but didn't really fancy it. And just players in their team that we can't get near, I think Benteke was one. Zaha was his usual self. Ayew as well, looking for the free kick set pieces. And we just couldn't, on another day we'd have done it, wouldn't we? But I don't think we could deal with it.
Last minute, it was close.
Yeah, it was, very close, But I think we've got to push on now. I think now that we get the, international break in and we've had a good start, I think 7 out of 9, no one's going to turn their nose up at. Nice to win this one, had that been the case. But yeah, we've got to get the players, sort of give them a little rest, and the ones that are not going away for the, represent the countries and that. And I think worryingly a few look tired, I think 2 games in a week. I know we haven't started the Europa League yet, but it's they look pretty, Antonio looked tired. I think he looked tired before the goal, but then that's what strikers do. He weren't really in the game, was he, before scoring? And he's taken his goal again really well. Just a shame that we've obviously conceded a goal when we did for the second one, but we'll learn from that. And then, when the international window comes in, down to Southampton.
The only thing I would say today, recurring theme, looking at the bench today, wasn't quite working for some of the players. No. Moisey obviously isn't confident. There's nothing there, no. and that's worrying.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I was saying to Dom during the game, I think you look at certain sides, from their bench, they've got players that can come on and maybe change your game. And unfortunately, due to the distinct lack of depth in the team, we don't have that. No disrespect to Lanzini, great footballer, needs the minutes, not really getting in the team, can't get his break in the team. Probably rightly so. We're going that well without him. Yarmolenko speaks for himself. To be fair, I mean, he has to still be at the club, unfortunately, because of the paper-thin squad. But between now and Tuesday night, we've got a lot of work to do in the window. But I can't see any more than maybe 1 or 2 coming in. Could have done with Zuma today with the goals we conceded. Defensive lapses and errors really switched off, which we normally do, don't we? We're not a stranger to, we're not just weren't fully committed and concentrated. And I think we get 2-1 up. People still celebrating the goal to get the equaliser. And we just haven't got that strength to bring on. We others can look to the bench and handy few substitutions, whereas we can't. And I just fear that, who do we get? Put it to you boys. Who do we get? Who's the?
I think it's too late.
What's the answer? I do as well. I mean, like I say, listen, not going to be negative at all. We're top of the league. We're 3 games in, 7 out of 9. We ain't lost a game. All right, we conceded a few goals along the way that defensive errors. Moyes will work on that. He'll look at the videos himself. He'll have a bit of time now with the international break, and hopefully, if he can identify a few players, whatever's happening with the Zuma situation, sort of maybe is what it is. Is he still in France? Is he past the medical? Is he signing? I think what would have been nice, he'd been on the pitch obviously before the game today, but obviously couldn't be that. But yeah, who do we get? We need another striker. We need another one coming in from midfield, probably creativity a bit. Fornals again did well, I think, for me. Probably our best player. Rice was a bit mediocre, a bit quiet. I think he seemed to kick on when it was too late. But yeah, listen, we take a draw, we push on. Credit to Palace, credit to Viera. He's learning the game. He's relatively new and hasn't had a job in this league before, has he? So fair play to that. But we've got to right them wrongs and keep kicking on. Let's not get too carried away. Let's hope. Even with these owners, we know what vermin that they are, and we know that they're not going to put their hand in their pocket and they don't have to. Or well, they feel they don't have to. Obviously, we know that they do. And listen, we kick on. Say 7 out of 9, top of the league, unknown to us, unbeknown territory. Great atmosphere again. We're not coming away with a defeat, are we? So that's the main thing. And on another day, we'd have beaten them. So take the positives away and let's crack on.
Cheers, Nick. Thank you, mate. Cheers, thank you.